Will Thomas Wayne's single-minded quest end up getting thrown for a loop by the Man of Steel? Well, let's hop into the pages of Flashpoint Beyond issue number 3 and find out together, shall we? So then, as we join the book, once again they restage the destruction of Krypton, only this time with some Flashpoint-specific twists. You'll remember in this universe, Superman's ship crashed not in Smallville, but instead in Metropolis, destroying a bunch of buildings, only here's the thing, Superman's ship wasn't the only one that left the planet that day. Keep that in mind because it will be important later on. Back in the present, Thomas Wayne Batman comes face to face with this world's Superman, who stops him from executing members of the Rogues. Superman says that he needs Batman to come with him as it is a matter of much import, but again, if you've been reading this book, you know Thomas doesn't give a crap about anyone or anything but himself and his mission, not the least of which Superman. In fact, he even tries to knock him around a little bit, and all he does is end up breaking his hands. Seeing as the Dark Knight is playing a hardball, the Man of Steel decides to just knock him out and take him by force. Yes, this Superman is darker than the main universe Superman, that's for sure, but at least he asks nicely first before resorting to violence. Now, when Thomas ends up coming to sometime later, he's actually in this world's answer to the Fortress of Solitude, which in the intervening years has become the last bastion of hope for humanity and refugees displaced by Aquaman and Wonder Woman's war. Poison Ivy is there too, and there's actually a funny exchange between her and Thomas. Hey, didn't I kill you? Yes, but guess what? I found enlightenment in death. I was resurrected by the Green. In fact, the Green looks after this whole place. And why, yes, the Green does indeed mean Swamp Thing, and in this world it's not Alec Holland. Instead, it's Woodrow. Yes, that's right, the Floronic Man actually became Swamp Thing and a good guy in this world. The whole place is actually a sight to behold, kept together with magic from the Green as well as Kryptonian technology, including some newly rescued crystal tech. In fact, that's the whole reason Superman has called Batman here in the first place. They've managed to decode some of Jor-El's old messages from Krypton, and what they've discovered is terrifying to say the least. You see, at first Jor-El's message to his young son starts out familiar enough. Oh, we're sending you away because Krypton is dying. Oh, you'll be so much more powerful on Earth. But then things take a really hard right turn as Jor-El says that Kal-El's mission while on Earth is to completely deplete their weapon supplies and make way for a Kryptonian invasion. Yes, that's right everyone, we're going full invincible. Full invincible! Superman has crunched the numbers and he believes that the leftover Kryptonian fleet will arrive in Earth space in about 5 days' time, and the only way they're going to be able to fight off this invasion is if Thomas Wayne is willing to lead them like he did in the war before. But of course, Thomas is still being a sour old prick and doesn't want any part of this. He doesn't believe the world is real and would just as happily see it all burn as part of his mission. Though, thankfully, for once in this series, him being a total asshat is actually the point, and they're juxtaposing his nihilism with people who are still trying to help and save this Earth. Because, well, it's the only Earth they've ever known, and if they don't fight for it, who will? Though in truth, this coalition of good guys better hurry, because evil rogue Kryptonians aren't their only problem. There's also still the matter of the Clockwork Killer, who, as we discover, has claimed another victim, this time this universe's answer to Eobard Thawne. The cops are understandably stumped because he's a man from their own future and has no fingerprints on file. Thawne had actually tried to get Thomas's help by going to the mansion, but unfortunately he wasn't there, and all he found was the Penguin teaching the Dexter kid to pick locks. Now, as this issue winds down, we actually see where those other Time Lords are at right now. They're, no pun intended, kind of the ticking clock on this series and Thomas himself. They want to stop him as they believe he's creating all manner of paradoxes. But, get this, because of the events of Dark Crisis going on right now, they don't want to get involved too early, knowing full well that whatever happens in that story is probably going to rewrite everyone once again, including them if they're not careful. So yeah, there's actually a pretty good answer as to why the group of time travelers just don't show up whenever and wherever they want because they have a goddamn time machine. And so that was Flashpoint Beyond issue number 3, everybody, and wow, you know what, it took almost 4 issues, but I gotta say, I think this story is finally gelling with me, mainly because we get treated to a POV that's not just Thomas's. Characters are subtly calling him out on his own behavior and how he's kind of regressed as a character since the original Flashpoint story, and it actually makes sense and is part of the narrative. After all, who made Thomas arbiter of what universes should stay and what universes should go? Just because this one doesn't match his own personal taste right now, clearly there's conscious, thinking, feeling heroes here who are actively trying to make the best out of the bad hands they were dealt, while Batman himself just cannot get rid of these damn blinders that are on him. It's good stuff, and I hope the series keeps that energy going forward. Overall, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Much improved. Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.